Today on ResoBiz, I want to talk about 14 historical facts of the resonator guitar known as the Dobro. Hi, I'm Byrl with Byrl Guitars, and welcome to ResoBiz, where everything is greater with a resonator. History fact number 1. They were made by a man by the name of John Dopria. I'm not sure how exactly you pronounce his name. In fact, they even, for help with the pronunciation, eliminated the Y in his name when they would spell it sometimes to help people. So to this day, I can't quite say it right, so I think it's Dopria. I'm not sure. John, he invented them. History fact number 2. He designed 3 of them in the 1920s, starting from about 1925 to 29. First 2 resonators, the one with the biscuit cone and the tricone, were made under the national name. And then John left the company, National, to start the Dobro company with his 4 brothers and put it, the wood body with the spider bridge that we know as a Dobro, put that under one of his brothers' name, and they started manufacturing what we understand to be Dobro brand guitars. History fact number 3. The Dopria brothers got their name Dobro from the first part of their name, Dopria, and the fact that they were brothers, and they put the do and the brother together and came up with Dobro. Also, the word Dobro in the Slavic language means goodness or good. History fact number 4. The reason behind the invention of the resonator guitar was to increase the volume of the sound. Everything was acoustic up to that point, and they wanted to make the guitar louder. History fact number 5. The invention of the Dobro and amplified sound were both invented at about the same time. And in the 1930s, when the Dobro was picking up steam, so was also amplified music, and actually hurt the sales of resonator guitars in the mid-30s. History facts number 6, model numbers. From the 45 to the model 175, each model, 45, 55, 65, also represented the price that they would sell the instruments at. Now, they didn't do that, they didn't carry that on all the way through the years, but that's what it was when they first started. History fact number 7, place of manufacturing. First, it was in California under the Dobro company with the Dopria brothers. Then they gave the license to Regal in Chicago, Illinois to build under the Dobro name. Dobro fact number 8. Basically, there's 2 styles, the round neck guitar and the square neck guitar. They've made a lot of variations, but that's the main difference between the Dobro styles. And so the resonator guitar, known as the round neck, is played just like a guitar with fretted strings that touch the frets, and then they have the square neck that's played with the Dobro flat, or like the Hawaiian style guitar or your steel lap guitar, and they play with a steel bar, and the strings are raised high off the neck so that they can't actually touch the neck with the bar. And that is made with a square neck to give stiffness to the neck, so they don't bow under the tightness of the strings because they're raised so far off the guitar. Dobro history fact number 9. The actual name Dobro is a patented name. It is a brand name. It is now used as a generic name to mean and encompass all resonator guitars, and often used to describe all sorts of type of resonator guitars. But it is actually owned by the Gibson company now, and it is a brand name. History fact number 10. The pre-war Dobros, the original Dobros, had a sound well, sort of like the sound ring on a banjo, except it had holes in it, and it would touch from here to the back and connect them for rigidity. There would be no taper. This one, I don't know if you can tell, is wider back here, narrower up here. And on the old style Dobros, they didn't have that taper. They were made flat, and they would have a sound well. Dobro historic fact number 11, which I think is very interesting. The early Dobros, the first Dobros, were actually a little under 3-inch bodies. Then they graduated slightly to slowly to a little bit deeper body, reaching over 3 inches, or a little over 3 inches, for the purpose of a better bass response. And then later would change even more. Historic fact number 12. The resonator guitar known as the Dobro first was built in 1929 and then was put into production all the way up to 1941, where the war, which needed the metal, stopped production of it altogether. And then they started back up in around the 50s and were sold multiple times back and forth with different companies. Historical fact number 13. Using the generic name Dobro, it was sort of reinvented in 1989. Shearhorn redesigned the guitar to again try to get a louder sound out of it, and he accomplished it in a great way. And so what he did is he took the sound well out of the inside, that big ring that would be in there, and he would connect posts to the different bracing. He changed the style of the bracing. You would put posts in there and have this open sound well design. And then he had a little bit deeper body, maybe a little bit longer body, but still somewhat that dobro shape. And when they started, the dobro players started hearing that, it, I think, in my opinion, revolutionized the dobro and has really set it on fire in its desire to be played, and the way people can hear it, and has made it a fantastic instrument. History fact number 14. Luthiers all around the world have been inspired by what Shearhorn did when he designed it. He later would go from a little bit of a shallow body to a little bit deeper body, and making it as much as almost 4 inches. And then later others would even deepen it a little bit more. Myself included have been inspired, and I am a dobro resonator builder, using the dobro name in a generic way, but build after Shearhorn's design, coupled with some of my own theories and ideas, and have yet deepened the body even more to get that deeper bass response. But I absolutely love and have been inspired by what Shearhorn's done with these guitars. All right, in closing, one of the places I got my history from and some of the facts that I found out is this cool book by Steve Toth, The Dobro Roots. And mainly it is just a history of the pre-war Dobros. But it is neat to find out where they got their start and a lot of the history about them. A lot of neat names are mentioned that flow through the years, clear way past dobro, pre-war Dobros, people who's played them and built them and everything else. It's a neat book to get, look it up. And also another good place to hear some of the history on it is to Troy Brennenmeyer does a podcast on YouTube with Steve Toth, and they talk dobro, and that was enjoyable to listen to if you're just wanting to hear the history of the dobro. So there's some good sources for you. Also, I found, I Googled stuff, Wikipedia and different things like that. So take a look into those things if you want some more history. It is an awful fun instrument. I sure appreciate you tuning in and visiting with us on ResoBiz. If you liked it, hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe.